Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Rajeev Goel, co-founder and CEO of Nasdaq-listed Pubmatic, which empowers the world's leading digital content creators across the open internet to control access to their inventory and increase monetization by enabling marketers to drive return on investment and reach addressable audiences across ad formats and devices. Rajeev joins us to discuss the advertising ecosystem as well as growth and profitability post-IPO. Rajeev, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hey, Jill, great to be with you.
How and why are retailers increasingly prioritizing media as a growth driver for their businesses?
There's a couple of key reasons why retailers are jumping into the online advertising category. First of all, retail media, which is e-commerce companies selling ad space or leveraging their data for advertising, is just a huge opportunity. It's estimated to be about 140 billion in 2024. Now, in recent earnings cycles, Amazon announced that they generated about 30 billion in revenue from retail media, and Walmart announced about $2 billion. So this is a very profitable and highly leverageable revenue stream. In fact, some analysts estimate that Amazon makes more profit from digital advertising on that 30 billion than they do from all of their commerce business. And as more and more activity has moved online, especially during the pandemic, all of us as consumers are buying more things online. We're doing more activities. So there's more data and about the things that consumers are interested in, and advertisers are going after that opportunity, and we're helping them do that.
Tell us about the complexities in the advertising ecosystem stemming from privacy changes and data regulations.
We're really in the middle of a significant sea change around how consumers' data is being used online. I think over the last couple of years, consumers have gotten much smarter about how their data is being used to deliver relevant ads to them. And consumers want to say, right, in how that data, what data they share and how that data is being leveraged. And so we see a number of different regulations. In Europe, the General Data Privacy Regulation came out a couple of years ago. California, where I'm based, has the CCPA or Consumer Privacy Act. Other states are doing things. Australia has shared some legislation. So there's a significant amount of fragmentation and complexity around this. And we feel we're in a great position as a technology platform for publishers to help them navigate that complexity.
Let's talk about that. What solutions does Pubmatic provide and how are they differentiated?
Yeah, we provide a whole variety of solutions. And just really briefly on what we do is we provide a real-time platform for digital advertising. We work with over 1,400 publishers around the world, really big brands like News Corp, eBay, and Zynga, so all different types of publishers. And we have a software business model based on usage or transactions that allows these publishers to auction their ad space in real time. And so that's fraction of a second auctions. We're doing hundreds of billions of those a day. And that allows publishers to generate more revenue for their ad space. And so some of the key things that are unique about us, we're omni-channel, which means we operate in mobile web, in mobile app, in desktop, and in CTV. In fact, CTV is the fastest growing segment of our business. It grew over 6x year over year in Q4. And then we're also global. So we're one of the very few companies that's global in nature. About a third of our revenue comes from outside the US, 2/3 in the US. And as a result of that, we're gaining significant market share. So last year, we grew about twice the rate of the market and captured significant market share.
And let's talk about the quarter for a moment, Rajeev. You delivered record fourth quarter organic revenue. What drove the growth and where do you see opportunities longer term?
Yeah, we're really excited about our combination of both growth and profitability. So for 2021, looking at the full year, we grew revenue 53%. With 42% EBITDA margins and 25% GAAP net income margins. So we think that's a really rare combination of both growth and profitability that, of course, in this time and day, investors are really interested in. So some of the key growth drivers for us, first of all, is CTV, as I talked about. We're growing very rapidly there, but in other high growth ad formats like mobile app and online video. Audience and the use of data. So we talked a little bit about those privacy shifts. So we're driving a lot of great technology there to help publishers better harness data and track compliance, privacy with consumers. And then the third key thing is what's called supply path optimization. We're really getting much closer to advertisers and agencies. So we announced a big relationship with Group M last week. Group M is the digital buying arm, media buying arm of WPP. They're the largest agency buying unit in the world, and so they're moving a lot of their spend over to our platform as part of the technology relationship that we have with them.
So Rajeev, another question I have for you: the ad space is evolving quickly. The technology evolves even faster. What does it look like, the space in general, let's say the next 5 to 10 years? I feel like we're starting to hear more about immersive experiences, and the word experience just comes up all the time when we're talking about targeting relevant audiences.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that's most exciting about this industry for me is it's constantly evolving. There's always new things. It's hard to predict what will be happening in 5, 7 years. There's a lot of talk about the metaverse right now, for instance. I think that will be one of those immersive experiences or environments where there will be ads, in-game advertising. When we finally get to the world of self-driving cars, I would wager a small bet that there will be TV screens on the outside of those cars, and you can have a subsidized ride to dinner or to the office if ads are shown on the outside of those screens. Right, so these are all great opportunities for us.
That is a very clever idea. Rajeev, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.